Good day! Are we digitally ready? This is the question that teachers and learners are probably asking right now. With the advent of DepEd's Digital Rights Program, the Open Educational Resources, or OER, was woven together and finally realized. This project prioritizes the necessity to enhance the digital literacy skills of every teacher and learner in the country. Our OER mission is to connect the disconnected. OER is indeed an innovative initiative with a lofty aim to get disconnected schools and last-mile schools connected through ICT even without an internet connection.
It is designed to cater to the need of these schools for interactivity, digitalization, and delivery of 21st century skills that will ensure that every learner is future ready. Join us in another training workshop and learn more about open educational resources, whose primary purpose is to provide support and assistance to learners and teachers in this rapid advancement of technology. Our goal is to build and strengthen the capabilities of public and private teachers, school heads, and supervisors by teaching you to create and design interactive, localized, and contextualized instructional materials for teaching using basic, advanced, and proficiency software and tools. Surely, this will be another exciting and engaging webinar training workshop. Together, let's all rise amidst this crisis. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong edukalidad!
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
All right, so good afternoon, dear parents, of course, our fellow teachers, and most especially our learners. Kumusta po kayo? And welcome to our ETUlay online tutorial for the subject English 9. We are on the third quarter of week 3, and our topic is on reflecting on the ideas of the speaker. Again, it's reflecting on the ideas of the speaker. My name is Tutor Jester. I'll be with you from 3 o'clock until 3:40 in the afternoon. We are live and loud over the Facebook pages and YouTube account of the Department of Philippines. So let's begin. All right. So before we have our discussion, watching from SDO Caloocan, go, Sir Jester. Thank you so much, Tutor Rainier. And many are watching right now from different parts of the country. Salamat po. Okay, I would like to acknowledge, of course, our SDO Pasig. Maraming pong salamat for allowing us to use our or your SLM. Special thanks to Tutor King Albert. Salamat. Yes, and of course, from the development team of the SLM, the writer Corazon M. Arbasto, and the other members of the team. Okay, let's proceed with our previous lesson. Last week, we had our sensory images. Alam naman natin ang ating mga senses. We got the eyes. Yan. All of us. Syempre, meron yan. Ano ka ba, Sir Jester? And of course, our nose, our tongue, our skin, and our ear. And by that, mula sa eye, we have the sensory image, the visual. Our nose, it's olfactory. Our tongue, it's gustatory. Our skin, it's the tactile or tactile. And our ear, it's the auditory. Again, we got the eyes for the visual, the nose for the olfactory, the tongue for the gustatory. Panlasa? May panlasa pa ba? Our skin for the tactile or tactile, and our ear, it's the auditory. Watching from Parago Elementary School to Mawini South District. Hello, good afternoon to Fria Vida Sevilla. All right, so for this week, our objectives are, at the end of this session, you will be able to, number one, determine the implied meaning of a given statement or a text. Number two, you are to reflect on the ideas of the speaker through the content, feelings, and meaning. Ano ba yung behind on that speaker? Ano ba yung meron doon sa sinasabi ng speaker? Ano bang emotion na naka-imply doon? And number three, you are to supply correct answers to given exercises. I know that you guys wanted to have an activity and we have it. Okay, so let's have first our pre-test. Okay, let's proceed with our pre-test number one. Which of the following aspects is not included in the content of the speaker's message? Is it A, actions, events, B, experiences, C, information, D, feelings or emotions? Again, which of the following aspects ay hindi daw included sa content ng speaker's message? Is it A, actions, events, B, experiences, C, information, or D, feelings or emotions? By the way, this afternoon we have a special guest. Of course, our special guest is indeed Tutor Angel from Edukasyon sa Pagpapaka Tao. Later on, she will sing a song for us. Okay, so what's your answer, people? According to Joel, his answer is A, Joel Aquino. According to Dave or John Dave Eclevia, it's letter A also. Watching from San Isidro Elementary School, Cabuyao, Laguna, Maricel Lavinia Reyes, good afternoon po. According to Jerome Nanalis, it's letter D. Let's see, let's reveal what is the correct answer. It's letter D, yung ating daw feelings, emotions. Palakpakan naman sila nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Thank you so much, Tutor Angel, ha? For your energy. Okay, let's proceed. Number two. Oh, I revealed already the answers. Hey, by the way, let's have it again. Number two, what skill allows the reader to reflect the speaker's experiences and emotional response to those experiences? Is it A, reflecting content, B, reflecting feelings, letter C, reflecting meaning, or letter D, reflecting non-verbal cues? Again, our question, what skill allows the reader to reflect the speaker's experiences and emotional response to experiences? Is it A, is it all about on the content? Letter B, on the feelings? Letter C, yung sa mga meaning? And D, non-verbal cues. We will try to figure out later what's the meaning behind those later on because this is just a pre-test. So what do you think is our answer? According to Jerome, it's letter B. According to Gans Rudolph Peniz from Taal, Batangas, it's letter B, sir. Micaela Apple Drio, letter B also. Krista Joy, letter B. Christian Aguino, letter B also. Thank you so much. You guys are really participative and very active this afternoon. So let's reveal what's the answer. It's letter C, reflecting on the meaning. All right. Now let's proceed with number three. I need to internalize first on this. All right. I just don't understand my boss. 1 minute he says one thing, and the next minute he says the opposite. This statement implies that blank. Is it A, the speaker is angry? Letter B, the speaker is confused? Letter C, the speaker is worried? Or letter D, the speaker is disappointed. I just don't understand my boss. One minute he says one thing, and the next minute he says the opposite. This statement implies that A, the speaker is angry, B, the speaker is confused, C, the speaker is worried, or D, the speaker is disappointed. According to June Del Rosario, it's letter B, as well as Maria Cristina Angot, Caroline Alejado, Vicky Golo. Ma'am, thank you so much po. Not only the students are participating, but also the fellow teachers and yung mga magulang natin. Maraming salamat po. So what is the answer for this? Let us reveal. The speaker is confused. Nako-confused daw ang ating yung speaker doon kasi pabago-bago daw yung decision, yung kanyang boss. On the first minute, he says the other thing. Sa sunod naman, magkaiba, opposite. So, confused yung ating yung speaker doon. Ano bang meron doon? Ayan. Let's proceed with number 4. Let's have this selection. Scuba diving is the most exhilarating experience I ever had. The first time I went, the dark mirror of the water beckoned me to drop from the side of the boat. I jumped feet first and entered a brightly colored world populated with fish, plants, and objects I had never dreamed of. The question is, which of the following best describes the mood of the speaker after having this experience? Is it A, anxious, B, bored, C, excited, or D, serene or being calm? Ulitin natin. Scuba diving is the most exhilarating experience I ever had. The first time I went, the dark mirror of the water beckoned me to drop from the side of the boat. I jumped feet first and entered a brightly colored world populated with fish, plants, and objects I had never dreamed of. The question is, which of the following best describes the mood of the speaker after having this experience? A, anxious, B, bored, C, excited, or D, serene? What do you think is this the answer? Nabubulol agad. According to Jonah, Cosinia Lazada Jacobe is letter C, as well as the answer of Janina Joy, Carol Noses, Frank Reyes, Michael Carillo. Excited po. Ayan. Jerica May Reyes, Shirley Pasqua, Marivic Orgada. Excited. Si po, according to Trisha Pasqua. Let's reveal the answer. Excited. Ayan. Excited na excited. Okay, let's proceed with number 5. Ito pa rin is still based from the selection on number 4. Number 5 question. Why did the speaker consider the experience as exhilarating? Is it A, because it was his first time to dive? B, because diving fulfilled his lifetime dream? C, because his fear of dark water was conquered? Or D, because he saw a brightly colored world underwater? What do you think is the answer? According to Krista Joy, it's letter A. Also to Jerome, also with the answer of Jerome. Ayan, so let's reveal. It's indeed letter A. Kaya daw exhilarating yung speaker dahil nga yun ay kanyang first time to experience diving. Okay? All right. So much for that, for the pretest. Now let's proceed with the next one. So I have here a picture. What is being implied on this picture? Ano ba yung ini-imply ng message dito sa ating picture na to? Let's analyze. We have here the people. How many people there? Ilang bang tao doon? 1, 2, 3, 4. They are wearing yellow. I guess suot nila ay ay PPE. Di ba? Alam naman natin ng PPE, yung mga suot ng mga frontliners. Ayan. So they are holding a flag. And on that flag, there's a statement, health workers. Parang nahihirapan silang itayo yung flag. So meaning to say, those people wearing yellow PPE are health workers. So in this time of pandemic. So let's try to dig in deeper. So let's have it. Our health workers are bound by unity while battling against COVID-19. So, indeed, it is clearly illustrated that they are united in bringing up the flag, which symbolizes the health workers themselves. So, yung pala ini-imply ang meaning behind no ating editorial cartoon na ito. Diba? That our health workers are, how do you call this, bringing up their own flag para lang makasurvive din. So, ano ba yung imply niyan para sa atin? That we should follow the rules and regulations of our government, particularly the IATF, dahil ang ating health workers mismo ay nahihirapan ng itayo din ang kanilang mga sarili. Kumbaga, they are exhausted already in this situation. Okay? All right. So good afternoon to Tyron Adams, to Nora Alfonso Pangan from Cavite. It's Tyron Adams. The frontliners are hero in COVID-19. You are definitely right, Krista Joy. Good afternoon to John Magtibay. Okay, now let us remember that it is very important to find out if the readers or the audience like you, tayo yon or ikaw yon, are able to get the specific message that a writer or yung speaker wants to convey. So, bilang isang writer or bilang isang nagsusulat, kahit sa simpleng sa Facebook man lang, we should consider din yung mga specific na words para mas maunawaan tayo ng ating mga audience. Particularly kapag naman ikaw isang illustrator or yung mga nagdo-drawing, particularly specifically sa mga editorial cartoon, consider mo yung audience mo doon sa ginagawa mong content o yung sa message. Dapat malinaw, very clear yung nais mong ipahiwatig doon sa illustration mo. Kung kailangan nga mo maglagay ng mga flag, nang kailangan mo malagay ng mga, how do you call it, mga facial expression, can be. Okay? Para mag-get at mag-grasp ng audience ang appropriate content na nais mong ipabatid. Okay? Now, speaking of content, content refers to the aspects dealing with information, actions, events, and experiences. The readers focus on the content of what a speaker is conveying, including the thoughts or yung ideas natin, and also yung paniniwala or beliefs, and especially in the importante rin yung mga facts, yung tunay na impormasyon at mga data. And as well as we have here the verbal cue and the non-verbal cue. Ayan, ano ba yung tinatawag nating verbal cue and or non-verbal cue? Sige nga, online, kindly write your answers kung meron kayong nais ipabatid on that. Ano ba yung verbal and the non-verbal cue na tinatawag natin? According to Tutor Rainier Garcia de Jesus, no to fake news po. Ayan, so siguro mahilig din magsulat ng article kung sa Sir Rainier at ang kanyang content is all about no to fake news. Okay, may I ask for the schedule of ETUlay for special needs? Yes, Ma'am Elaine, that is posted on our DepEd Edtech Unit Facebook page. Kindly check na lamang po. Ano po? Thank you so much po, Ma'am Elaine de la Cruz, for patronizing ETUlay online tutorial. Okay, health worker stands up for us against COVID-19. That's coming from Cabusos Chris Silbert. So again, my question is, ano ba yung verbal and non-verbal cue na tinatawag natin? Sige nga, online, kindly. All right, so we got here, example. Ayan. Our health workers should not bear the burden of deciding who lives and who dies. If the health system collapses, it is ultimately our poor who are most compromised. In the end, winning the war against COVID-19 relies heavily on being able to keep our health system capacitated to address the needs of all Filipinos. So kapag sinabi ng verbal, ito ay yung pasalita. So it is us to understand kung ano ba yung real content nito. And yon, according nga kay Ma'am Marivic Orgada, verbal cue is given the word clue, yung mismong salita. Definitely. And on the other side naman, kapag non-verbal cue, meron tayong mga hindi pa salita, meron tayong mga comics, yung mga comics na tinatawag natin, yung mga drawing or yung illustrations, or specifically sa mga dyaryo, meron tayong editorial cartoon. So, what do you think, anong ini-imply ng larawang ito? What do you think is being implied on this picture? So, there is a lady na nasa side ng door, yeah, na nasa side ng door. Then parang she is really tired. Ano may kinakapagod niya? Exhausted already. Parang she is inside a laboratory or specifically sa hospital, right? So ano kaya kino-convey nito? Verbal cue conveyed in spoken language from one person to another. That's coming from John Magtibay. That's right. So gesture can be a part of non-verbal cue as well. Yeah, definitely not only the pictures but also even the gesture, yung mga kilos natin. Watching from IRMMHS Bukawi, Bulacan. It's coming from Charina Jane San Juan. So let's reveal. Yeah, sorry. Ayan. So when we say on this note pala, um, this girl or this, how do you call it, this health worker wears PPE and she is exhausted and parang while resting on the hospital pathway or yung sa floor, dun sa may door, her body language depicts the overall exhaustion that, yun nga, hindi lamang siya, but most of our health workers nowadays feel talagang exhausted na. So, meaning to say, nakakapagod din. Naunawaan agad natin yung ini-imply ng content ng picture na ito by means of, yun nga, yung mga facts. Ano ba yung mga facts na meron tayo sa panahon ngayon? That our health workers are really exhausted. Ayan. So, madali lang naman maunawaan. Okay. So, non-verbal facial expressions and movements conveying the emotions. All right. So, like what I have said a while ago, makakasama natin ang isa sa mga tutors from Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao to help me out on this activity. And we got here Tutor Angel. Good afternoon, Tutor Angel.
Hello, good afternoon everyone.
Ayan.
Maraming salamat Sir Lester sa pag-invite sa akin sa English Night. And good afternoon sa lahat ng ating viewers around the world. O talagang pang-global yung sabi ko.
Yes, it is indeed my pleasure to welcome you or to have you here on the English 9 ETUlay. So, tulungan mo naman ako on this note, Ma'am Angel, ha?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay.
Okay, ready na ba tayo mga grade 9
Learners, definitely.
Ayan. Madali lang to kasi alam ko na-explain ni Sir Jester ng husay ang ating topic for this after this.
Yes, Ma'am Angel, so please do the honor. Please read our directions.
Okay, so choose from the choices that best describes the emotion shown in the picture.
Wow. So what do you think is being shown on that picture? Parang galit na galit, ano? There's a...
Nakita natin yung gesture ng lalaki at ng babae na parang girl, naririnig
Oo.
siya.
Mm-hmm.
Ito pa yung nararamdaman mo kapag...
If I'm stressed out, parang ganon.
Yes. So ano kaya ang tawag sa picture? Is it happiness? Boredom? Astonishment? Sadness? Fear? And the last one is anger.
Okay.
Talaga may pa-music pa tayo ng mga sasakyan. Ganyan po talaga sa ETUlay.
Okay. So according to Mark Edward, fear and anger po. According to Jerica, it's anger. According to Mark, anger also. Ang dami, ha? Alam nila yung emotion na to. Kasi we are always showing or feeling this kind of emotion.
Sa picture, kita yung gesture ng dalawang character natin sa larawang ito. Okay? Let's reveal the
The answer, it's definitely the anger. Ayan.
Alright, very good. Ang galing naman ng ating mga online learners, sir.
Paano ka ba mag-show ng anger, Ma'am Angel?
Paano ba akong magalit? Wait lang. Kasi hindi ko nga ako suggest. Ganun siguro. Nagigigil talaga.
Ayan.
Parang nalolo ko yung mata. Yan ang anger kay Tutor Angel. Pero madalas ko yung nagagawa kapag talagang sobrang yung stress. Pero normal lang naman, Sir Jester, na tayo ay magalit. Okay?
All right, so let's proceed with the next one.
Okay, so for our next picture, okay, ganito lang daw. Parang ako lang ba yan, Sir?
Yeah.
Is it happiness, boredom, establishment, sadness, fear, and anger? Naalala ko bigla yung pelikula ng Inside and Out.
Which one? Yeah,
Ano
yeah.
kaya ito? Sir Jester, what do you think?
What do you think is the answer online?
Okay, online.
According to Kabusas, Chris Silbert, it's boredom. As well as Mark Platon, boredom po. Ayan. According naman kay Kabusas, Chris Silbert, may LQ daw, may lover's quarrel.
Sa unang picture.
Siguro sa unang picture yan.
Normal lang naman magkaroon ng love quarrel. Okay?
Ayan,
Huwag
so,
kang magsasakit.
correct. All right, so let's reveal the answer. It's indeed,
Very
boredom.
good.
Very good, learners.
Congratulations.
Pwede rin naman somehow sadness yan. Pwede rin naman somehow sadness, but specifically, the picture depicts boredom. Yeah.
Medyo nabobore. Sa panahon ngayon,
Mm.
yung iba talaga nabobore. So, kailangan gumawa tayo ng mga ways para tayo ay hindi mamundot sa bahay. Like, for
Alright.
example, pwede rin tayo mag-TikTok.
All right, let's proceed with.
Tanggal stress.
That's true. Let's proceed with the third one. Wow.
Okay.
Parang they are having a
I like this.
Ano ba, Ma'am Angel?
Ang ganda ng larawan na pinapakita mo, Sir Jester. At sana lahat ng ito ay, lahat ng mga viewers natin, ay ganito ang kanilang pamilya. Ano?
Yes.
Yes.
Good afternoon to Michelle Liwag from Team EP Wilson, also to Abhil,
Hello, Ma'am Michelle.
si
Ma'am
Ma'am
Caroline.
Shin, Ma'am Eileen, to Sir Abhil, to Sir Antonio, Ma'am Rika, Sir Jack, and also to Sir Edson. Sir Rainier, good afternoon. So what do you think is
Siyempre.
the emotion being depicted on this picture? Isang pamilya yan, di ba? Parang they are smiling on that note, Ma'am Angel. Ano ba? Happiness, boredom, astonishment, sadness, fear, or anger? What do you think? According to Lani, it's happiness, as well as Marivic Orgada's answer. Happiness also to Janine, to Ma'am Michelle, happiness. Wow. Thank you po. Happiness indeed.
Happiness, ayan. Yan dapat ang lagi nating ipakita.
Yes.
That is our best emotion pag lagi tayo maging masaya. Piliin natin maging masaya.
We should choose being happy all the time. Parang walang wrinkles nga, di ba? Especially nowadays, you are locked in with your family, right? So, iwasan ang magalit, right? Okay.
Para mawala din yung mga wrinkles dun sa
So, choose always to be happy.
Yes.
All right, so next one. Oh my goodness. A boy here. Parang there's a water on the floor. Parang nakaano siya, nakaluhod ba?
Parang ito kanyang
Dinadala yung aura niya, kalooban niya.
Sir,
Mhm.
parang nararamdaman ko yung picture bigla.
Parang ako ba yan? Kanina lang.
Parang ikaw na pag nag-emote kanina.
However, gaya ng sinabi natin kanina, we should always show happiness. But on this picture, what do you think is the emotion being shown or depicted sa picture na ito?
Yes, according sa ating mga online learners, karamihan, Sir Jester, ay sadness nila Jerica, Nicole, Chris.
John Magtibay as well. Ayan. So our answer for this is indeed, definitely, sadness. Kung meron tayong happiness, there is a sadness. Ayan. So choose to be happy instead of being sad. All right. Next one. Oh, we got here a lady in red.
Lady in red.
Parang na-shock siya. Tutor Angel.
Nabigla siya sa kanyang nakita.
Yeah.
Oo.
So what do you think is the emotion being shown on this one?
Is it happiness, boredom, astonishment, sadness, fear, or anger?
But before we reveal the answer, playing online games can depict boredom as well. Frequent using Facebook can show boredom din. That's coming from nawala. Medyo mabilis ang ating ano. Yeah, kay Kabusas Chris Silbert. Ayan. Tama ka dyan sa sinabi mo, Chris Silbert. So according to Jerica, it's astonishment. Astonished po, according to Mark Platon.
Yes.
According to Lani. As well.
Mark, yes.
Ayan.
Okay, let's reveal the answer.
Let's reveal the answer. It's indeed astonishment.
Para makita natin.
Yes.
Wow!
Correct.
Learners natin.
When we say astonishment, parang you are
Everyone.
surprised na siya ka nagugulat ka. Wow. Oh, really? Like that.
Paano ba Sir Jester ang
Wow,
gulat
really?
sa picture? Yes.
Anyway, number 5. Okay.
Thank you so much, learner. Napakagaling naman.
Sir Rainier, good afternoon. To Jerome, Marivic, thank you so much. Ayan, to Carolyn as well. Next picture. Oh, isang bata dyan.
Ano kayang emosyon ang pinapakita sa picture na to, Sir Jester? Is it happiness, boredom, astonishment, sadness, fear, and anger? Online, ano ang inyong kasagutan?
What is your answer online? OMG lang, may nakita na something. Sige nga, kayo niyo na.
Ganun talaga yung reaction.
Paano ba, Tutor Angel?
Huwag na, baka tayo ay mabigla ang mga manonood.
Alright, so, yes. According to Marivic, it's fear. Kabusas Chris to Nico. Fear also. Ayan. So the answer for this is indeed Tutor Angel.
That is
Fear. Uy, ang dami nakatamang sagot, ha? Good afternoon also to, yes, good afternoon also to STC Edu 4. We have Mr. Marvin Como, Miss Catherine Amurao, and the rest of the theorists from batch 2030. Good afternoon. Okay, meron pa ba? We still have? Okay, now, this one. Meron tayo another activity. Figure out the meaning of the lines by reflecting on the facial expressions of the emoji. Can be A, the speaker is lying. B, the speaker to Jerome, Nanalis is letter C. Basahin ko muna yung emotion, ano? Wow, this one-of-a-kind talent on earth. Is it A, the speaker is lying, mocking, angry, afraid, overjoyed, disappointed? According to Jerome, it's letter C. The speaker is angry. Let's reveal the answer now. Let's see. Oh,
Sir Jester, ang tamang sagot ay letter.
it's letter
Letter
B. The speaker is mocking. Okay? All right. Next, we got what can I expect from you? Never mind. Is it lying, mocking, angry, afraid, overjoyed, disappointed? What do you think is the answer, Tutor Angel?
Okay, so as we can see, feeling ko disappointment yan. How about ang ating mga learners? Tingnan nga natin, letter ano kaya ang sagot nila? Uy, F those of Miss Erica. Maraming sagot, diba? Sige nga, Sir Jester, tingnan natin ang kasagutan.
Yes, what can I expect from you? Never mind. It's letter F. It's the speaker is disappointed. Oy, salamat ha. It's letter F. You are correct, Jerica, as well as Narvik, Natalie. Very good.
Natalie. Ayan.
Okay. Next
So,
up.
as we see natin ang Sir Jester.
Next emoji. Yes, I will stop playing. Yeah. Yes, I will stop playing. What do you think? Is the facial expression being reflected?
Is it A, lying, B, mocking, C, angry, D, afraid, E, overjoyed, and letter F, disappointed?
Let's reveal the answer. It's indeed angry. Letter C.
Letter C.
Next. Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm fine. Lying, mocking, angry, afraid, overjoyed, or disappointed. What is your answer? It's indeed lying. Okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Parang behind behind that statement,
Yes.
alam natin yung tunay na pangyayari, ano, na nagsisinungaling siya. Kasi most of us, Tutor Angel, kapag sinabi natin, okay, I'm fine, parang we are, deep inside, we are lying, nagsisinungaling tayo. Deep inside naman, parang we are sad naman talaga. Next, thank you, Lord, at last, I made it. Thank you, Lord. At last, I made it. May tears of joy pa. Yes. Mga scripts ba yan?
Si A, naive, B, mocking, C, angry, D, afraid, E, overjoyed, and letter F, disappointed. Online.
It's indeed overjoyed.
It's letter E. Ang galing na naman.
Very good. Next.
Erica, thumbs up para
All
sa'yo.
right. So as promised a while ago, we have Tutor Angel for us to give a song number. But
Binigla mo,
we are
Sir
trying
Jester.
to, yes. We will try to reflect on the message of the speaker or specifically on the song. And we will try to relate the situation ng ating buhay. She will sing a song, Dance with My Father. And you will reflect on the message later on. Pwede nyo isulat inyong kasagutan pagkatapos na din ng ating online tutorial. Dahil kulang na tayo sa oras. Sige, take it away, Tutor Angel.
Hello po guys ha, kanta tayo ng ating A Week in the Dance with Your Father. Okay, Sir Jester?
Take it away.
Parang naiiyak ako, Sir Jester. Parang naiiyak ako.
Keep going.
Hindi pa ako natatakot. Hindi ko talaga kaya, Sir Jester. Baka gusto mo lang ako tulungan.
Okay, so let's have it.
Go, go, go.
Back when I was a child, before life removed all the innocence, my father would lift me high and dance with my mother and me, and then spin me around till I fell asleep. Then up the stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure I was loved. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never ever end. I would love to dance with my father again. There you have it. Thank you so much, Tutor Angel. It's Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross. So what do you think is the one being depicted on that song? Ano bang message ng song na yan? Alright, so I want you to answer my question later, or pwede na rin ngayon, and we will try to reply on that. Kasi kulang tayo sa oras. Ayan, Tutor Angel, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Sir Jester. Thank you so much for lahat ng viewers.
And of course, always choose English Day every Tuesday from 1 o'clock until 4:20 in the afternoon. This has been Tutor Angel and Tutor Jester.
Thank you.
Up next, we got Tutor Maribel. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. God bless. Thank you so much.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!